got to get out of here before daylight. Because there was no way Ruth could have made anybody believe. She went to the man's house after she had taken a shower, after she had put on cologne and changed her dress. Then she went there after the man was drunk, and they put Boaz and Ruth on trial. There was no way they could have proved their case that they laid in the bed all night long and just held hands and talked. He said, before daylight, you get out of here. He was not only protecting her reputation, but he was protecting his life. He said, but now before you go, ooh, I gotta preach this.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
Verse 15. He said, before you go, bring your coat here. He takes the coat and he fills it with grain and he gives her things to take back with her. Write this down, young women. A man should not keep you out all night long.
Come on, Pastor.
And know you have needs and send you home empty-handed. A man should not keep you out all night long and send you home empty-handed, knowing you need your light bill, your gas bill, your water bill, your cable bill, you need groceries, your children need shoes. He should not send you back home empty. That's in the text. He said, wait a minute, baby, before you go home, bring your coat. Let me put something in it. You ought to say, baby, before you get out of the car, open your purse. Let me put something in it. Well, no, here you is, open your purse, give it to him. Oh, I'm preaching very long. She goes home and she tells her mother-in-law, Naomi, everything that Boaz has done for her and to her. I got to help her.
All right.
Her mother-in-law tells her in verse 18 of chapter 3, baby, just sit still. This man will not rest until he has finished this thing this day. I'm closing. Ruth and Naomi had seen the desperate side of life. And now they were beginning to not only see God's hand in their lives, but they were beginning to experience God's grace and God's mercy. Naomi was not only confident that God had brought them to this place and that Boaz was the instrument through which God was going to redeem them from poverty and bring them into prosperity. Naomi, my brother and sister, she rested her faith in God to provide for them a redeemer. What we have to learn from this story, from chapter 1 all the way through chapter 3, is that Ruth and Naomi had come from desperate and hopeless situation, from God bringing them down to redemption and restoration. My brothers and sisters, they had seen their faith strengthened through God working in their lives. And my brothers and sisters, this is a picture of redemption that we too can relate to today. As sinners, we are on the outside looking in. We are strangers in a foreign land with no God on our side but Jesus. Somebody say, but Jesus. But Jesus stepped in the midst of their situation. So I can help here. Oh, where would I be without God on my side? So now Naomi said, sit still until this man finished this thing. Now in chapter 4 is basically the description of the business transaction between Boaz and the other relative. This relative is the relative who by right should have the opportunity to purchase the land and also marry Ruth. But now we got to realize something. This relative could have actually purchased the land and not wanted Ruth. So I got to help here. This land was still Naomi's land. What we call is in foreclosure or in bankruptcy. You still got a chance to get the land while it's still in foreclosure. She had to have a male redeemer, a willing redeemer, to help her redeem the land, and Boaz fit the qualification. The only problem was there was another relative that was next in line before Boaz. So I got to help you. So in chapter 4, Boaz simply called some men together to handle business. He called the men there to be witnesses to what was going on. So he tells his cousin, he said, "Cousin, look, you know our other cousin, Emily, he died." "Yeah, man, I heard Emily died." So Emily got some land. And the dead wife is going to lose because there's not a man male in the land to pass it to. Show you how maleism has really wrecked society. Now watch this. He says, now, but there's a stipulation. There's a girl come along with your land that you got to marry her. Now possibly Boaz was the only one that sold Ruth. The cousin may not have seen Ruth. He didn't know Ruth could have been ugly as a booger bag. He said, "Look, cuz already got a croaker sack full of them. And plus I got this land going on. Plus I got 2 sons I want to leave some to." He said, "I can't handle the deal right now." He said, "Cuz, I tell you what, you buy the land." And Boaz said, "Cuz, you talking my kind of talk." So they pull the shoe off, they make the transaction. Boaz take Ruth on home to be his wife. Ruth have a baby. Amen. Amen. She had the baby. Naomi, the Bible said that God gave her milk in her breast at her old age to get his baby milk. Ooh, God is a good God. The old women in town say, "Naomi, look like God done blessed you more with this one girl in the world than you done had 7 sons. Look how blessed you are." Now we come to the end of the story. So I got to help you.
All right.
The closest thing in the Bible that I read you to a happily ever after story is this story. So this don't sound like a happily ever after story. Amen. So I got to help you.
All right.
Ruth now, she is no longer a widow. She's no longer an outcast. She's no longer wondering about food, shelter, protection, wondering will she ever have a child legally. Now Ruth is married and is able to bear a son to carry on her first husband's name. She is now part of the lineage of David, the first king of Israel. Yeah. And I'm not sure, my brothers and sisters, but it sounds like happily ever after to me. Yeah. The point is that happily ever after does not mean that there will never be problems in the life. It means that when problems come, there will be a problem solved. Yeah. His name is Jesus Christ. His name is El Shaddai. His name is Elohim. His name is Jehovah Jireh. He's the first and the last, the creator of all things. When I fall, he lifts me up. When I fail, he forgives me. When I stumble, he steadies me. When I'm blind, he leads me. When I'm hungry, he feeds me. He's Mary's baby, the bright and morning star, the lily of the valley, the rose of the Sabbath. Come on, give God some praise. He's worthy, baby. God will turn your weeping into joy. Father God, we thank you now for this story of loyalty, friendship, and redemption. You redeem these friends, oh God. And Lord, we know now that you can redeem us in the same way. God, we give all the praise, all the glory, all the honor. It's in Jesus' name. And every God said amen, amen, and thank God. Come on, give God some praise, amen. Hallelujah. Now we want to extend to you an invitation of discipleship. If there is someone here this morning who have not been baptized, and you've been telling yourself that, Lord, it's time that I give my life to you. With all of the shootings and stuff that's going on in the world today, it's time to give your life to Christ. If you're that person that today you have not been baptized, we want you to come. If you hear you have been baptized, but you're not fellowshipping with the church and you don't have a church home, we want to say to you, welcome home. We want you to be a part of Zion Baptist Church. Won't you come? If you're here this morning, you're going through issues in your body, sickness or disease, no matter what it is, stress, we want to pray for you this morning. Stand to your feet, all over the house, you can come. Look at your neighbor and say, neighbor, you need me to walk with you? I'll walk with you. Won't you come?